choice best states the main idea of the text. So we need to find it out. So it is based on the question how we should approach the passage, because this passage is short and we can read it and it would not be taking much time from us. So first of all, otherwise we will be reading the first question, like which choice best states the main idea of the text. So we need to find it out the main idea from the text, whatever has been given to us. We don't have to see the options because we should have the capability to understand the answer by looking over the passage itself. Okay, so from starting, if we go towards to dye wool, this Navajo weaver Lily Taylor uses plants and vegetables from Arizona. Like she uses plants and vegetables from Arizona, and Arizona is the place where she lives. Okay, so for example, what type of plant and vegetable she has used? She achieved the deep red and brown feature in her 2003 rug in the path of four seasons. So, path of four seasons by Arizona, by using Arizona dock roots. It means that in a different season we get different fruits, plants, and vegetables, right? So she's trying to achieve the deep red and brown. That means she's trying to achieve the color so that she can make this particular two, both the colors she can make by using different colors. Okay, drying and grinding them before mixing the powder with water to create a dye bath. So what they are saying that what she will be doing, she will be collecting all such things, will be grinding them. You all know the meaning of grinding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and she will be drying it, and then she will be going to mix with water so that she can create a dye bath. So what is the main purpose of this tailor? That she wants to create a dye bath, right? Now, to intensify the appearance of certain colors, Taylor also sometimes mixes in clay obtained from the nearby soil. So, because she's not happy with the color which she got by mixing this all, so to intensify that, she will be mixing some clay. And from where she is getting the clay? From the nearby soil. Okay. Now we all have understood the passage. Any question here? Okay. Now we need to see the we need to see the question. Which choice best state the main idea? Now I want you all to take your name and tell me what do you think is the main idea. Main idea means what is the passage is basically about. Means if we remove that main idea, then passage would not be having any meaning. What is the main concept, basic concept of the passage? Why they have given so much of a story? What is the main purpose of that? So without looking up four options, just tell me that what did you understand? What was the main purpose? Although I'm not expecting to give a technical answer, just give what did you understand. Okay?
Um,
Yeah.
she's trying to draw attention on how she's using resources in the same area that she lives to achieve her main goal in dyeing her um, little weaves of the reds and browns that she wants to achieve.
Okay. Just like, can you name yourself?
Uh,
Okay. Next. Who will be the next? Who will going to
Ma'am,
explain?
I think the main idea is, yeah. So like how she's using the resources around her where she lives. That's Navajo. No, never mind. Where she lives, Arizona. How she uses the resources around her to dye wool.
Okay. What's your name?
Pavan.
Okay. Next.
My name is Kamlaka. I think she uses like it talks about how she's able to make natural dyes by using the things that she is around, like the clay from the soil.
Okay. Clay from the soil was to intensify the color, but earlier she used dock roots and all from the four seasons, right? Next.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Sia. I think the passage is about the how she uses like local resources to dye her wool. Mm.
Okay. Now we will go towards option. Okay. So whenever you go to an option, just remember that you never choose from the A, because examiner has a tendency to make a option A and B so that the student will get confused. So let's start with D. Taylor finds it difficult to locate Arizona dock route in the desert. Who agrees with that? That this is the answer? Is there anyone who wants to take this answer? Okay, next. Taylor draws on local resources in the approach she used to dye wool. So, is there anyone who wants to go with this answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, who is this?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Sarah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sarah wants to go. Then Pavan
Even,
also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then
even Kamlaka, ma'am.
okay, then
See her.
do you want to go with it or you want to go ahead with another option?
I will go with this option.
Okay, because we like suppose we know that this could be the answer, we cannot leave other two options blindly. We have to go. Otherwise, sometimes they give two options to us and could be similar, and we can think that could be the also answer. Okay, so B option in the path of four season is widely acclaimed for its many color innovative weaving techniques. So do you all think that this is relatable to the main idea?
Yes.
Who
No,
believes
not
that?
really.
Ma'am, Pavan.
Okay, so Pawan is going with B as well, right? You told B and C. And who
Yes,
told
ma'am.
no? I heard no as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I said no.
okay.
No, no.
Anyone else who wants to go with B option? Okay, let's move towards A. Reds and browns are not commonly featured in most of Taylor's rugs. So, who is going with this? Okay, no one. So, I'm eliminating this both. Other three are going with C and Pawan. Now, coming towards Pawan. Like, Pawan, you have two options now B and C.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, from your understanding when you were explaining me you told that she has used different colors to make a dye, right? So from that
Right.
point of understanding what do you think could be the better answer from B and C?
Ma'am, C.
So you want to eliminate B?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Why?
Ma'am, because I think C describes the whole passage as a whole, whereas the second option B, ma'am, it's talking about a certain segment of the economy.
Yeah, because in the B if we say that they didn't mention about path of the four season is widely acclaimed, right?
Yes,
They
ma'am.
didn't mention about that and they didn't mention about the innovative weaving techniques as well. So
True.
that's why the C is the correct. So I think that all four of you are correct. So any question in this type of question, like how we will be looking over the main idea?
Mhm.
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's move towards next passage. So this is the next passage. So if we go towards the question, we can find that which finding from the model test, if true, would most strongly support Gimsa and colleagues' hypothesis. So this is evidence based command of evidence. Okay, we need to find out the evidence. So let's start. Jan, Robot, and Gimsa have hypothesized that the sail-like structure running down the back of the dinosaur, and this is a scientific name, improve the animal's success in underwater pursuit of prey. So these three people, they hypothesis that you all know the meaning of hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they hypothesis that a sail-like structure. How what is the sail-like structure? That the sail like structure is running down in the back of the dinosaur, which is, the name of a dinosaur is this, and that has improved the animal success. And success in what? Like when they were pursuing their underwater pursuit of prey, because they species the sail make them quick and it helps them to make a evasive movements. Okay, so to evaluate their hypothesis, a second team of researcher constructed two battery powered mechanical model of S that that sail scientific name, one with a sail and one without, and they have subjected the model of series of identical tests in water-filled tank. So basically, their hypothesis was that this particular animal is helping the dinosaur in improving the movement which they use underwater to catch the prey. Okay, so the to evaluate it further, the researchers has conducted two research like models in which one they put the sail, and in another the sail was not there. Okay, now which which finding from the model test, if true, would most strongly support? Okay, the model with a sail took significantly less time to complete with a sharp turn, while okay, what did you understand from passage, like all of you, one by one?
If the dinosaur would have like a sail-like structure on the back, it would like let them go faster underwater and help them make faster sharp turns. And like the opposite would happen with the dinosaur that doesn't have the sail-like structure.
Is this Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Yeah, this is Kamlaka.
Okay,
From this passage, I understand that three colleagues they have a hypothesis related to the sail-like structure on a dinosaur. So they think it'll aid the dinosaur in helping its movement underwater. And to prove it, they're conducting an experiment with one model with a sail and one without one.
okay, next.
From the passage, I understand that the three have hypothesized the sail-like structure on the dinosaur will help them in improving its prey species capability. Like, and to prove it, the second team has constructed a research with one with the sail and one with no.
Okay, and last.
Ma'am, I observe the same as everyone else. Like, yeah,
Okay, now let's move towards option. Okay, the model with a sail took significantly less time to complete a sharp turn while submerged than the model without a sail did. So, how many of you do you agree with this?
I agree with that.
Who is this?
Sarah.
Okay. Anyone else?
From Kamlaka.
Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to go with this?
Me too.
ma'am, me as well, Pavan.
Okay. So, Sarah, did you also say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's move towards C. The model with a sail had significantly less battery power remaining after completing the test than the model without a sail did. So, how many of you who agree with this? Okay, no one. The model with a sail displays significantly more water while submerged than the model without a sail did. Anyone who wants to go with this? Displays significantly. Okay, no one. The model with a sail took significantly longer to travel a specified distance while submerged than the model without a sail did. Is there anyone who wants to go with this? So all of you are going with D, right?
Yeah.
Should, okay, that's correct. Here, basically, we have a like again, it's a like command of evidence. So, which quotation from Ghost of the Old Year most effectively illustrate the claim? Now, when they are using claim, we have to be particular about it because this is an extreme word. So, it's an early 1900 poem by James. In the poem, the speaker describes experiencing an ongoing cycle of anticipation followed by regretful reflection. Sorry. Okay. So, what they are saying that a speaker is describing an experience like how the cycle of anticipation was going on, and that cycle is like it was following because it's a cycle. It was following a reflection also that was regretful. Okay. Now, which claim effectively illustrate about the like which quotation from the most effectively illustrate the claim? Okay, so this is very basically a bit tricky sort of. So it tells many squandered day, slighted gems and treasured clay, precious stores not laid away, or fields unripped. So is there any one of you who wants to go with this? And did you understand what is this? Hello?
Yeah, I understood, but I wouldn't go with this option personally.
Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to go with this? Is there anyone who wants me to explain this?
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to explain?
Yeah.
See, they are talking about this squandered day, right? And the quotation was focusing on regretful reflection, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
that is matching, but it is not talking about anticipation, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why we would not be going with D. Now coming towards C, what does it? What does this breath and tongue declare? That falling on the midnight air brings to my heart a sense of care, akin to fright. Akin to fright is a keyword where you can think of it. Anyone who wants to explain and didn't understand, or anyone wants to go with this answer or anything? So here they are saying that brings to my heart a sense of care. When they are talking about sense of care, when we need a care, when we either we are like frightened from something, or either we are worried, right? And akin to fright. So here this particular quote is talking about worry and anxiety.
Mhm.
Okay, but the question has been asked about anticipation followed by regretful reflection. So again we have to eliminate this. Now next one. So the years go swiftly by, each coming brings ambitions high, and each departing leaves a sigh, linked to the past. What does it mean? Each coming brings ambitions high, each departing leaves a sigh. This is a basic thing which I gave a hint. Try to relate with that. And that sigh is also linked to the past.
I would go with this option.
Sorry?
Uh, I I would go with this option.
Okay. So why you are going with this option? What did you understand?
Because normally reflections are talked about the past. So as the years go by swiftly, it's like the persona is talking about the past, and each coming brings ambitions high, get their hopes up, and then as it leaves back down again. So it's a constant cycle because he's talking about years plural. And then linked to the past. Past is normally linked with reflecting upon it. So mainly this persona is not happy with the results and he's or she's just not confident with it. So it's just like the constant cycle of worry and anticipation.
Alright. Is there anyone else who wants to support this?
Yeah, Kamalakar.
Yes, ma'am. Pavan.
Okay. Now let's move towards A. The snow has ceased its fluttering flight, the wind sung to the whisper light, an ominous stillness fills the night, a pause, a hush. So here, when they are talking about an ominous stillness fills the night, again they are talking about anticipation, right? And pause, a hush. Pause, a hush is not a regretful reflection. Okay, so this is an option which can be confused, but this is not a correct because they didn't talk about the regretful reflection which they talked about in a B part. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's move towards this one. This is an inference type of question. So, which choice most logically completes the text? So we have to tell that which choice will be completing the text. So we have to understand first what the text is talking about. Many animals, including humans, must sleep, and sleep is known to have a role in everything from healing injuries to encoding information in long term memory. But some scientists claim that from an evolutionary standpoint, deep sleep for hours at a time leaves an animal so vulnerable that the known benefits of sleep insufficient to explain why it becomes so. The scientists therefore imply. So what they are saying basically, many animals, in animals they are including the category of human also, they should sleep, and they should know that sleep is known to have a role in everything from healing injuries, because you know that whenever we get injured or like either mental trauma or physical trauma, we usually say that sleep, get a sleep and you will feel good, to encode information in long term memory. Okay, but some scientists has claimed that from the evolutionary standpoint of view, that deep sleep for hour at a time, like for a particular period of time, if they are getting a deep sleep, that leaves an animal so vulnerable, like they become so vulnerable that the benefit of whatever benefit of sleeping we know is insufficient to explain why it becomes so widespread, why it is so popular in terms in animal kingdom. So what is the scientist trying to imply after saying this all? What the scientist wants to imply? So first, let's start with D. Most traits perform functions that are hard to understand from an evolutionary standpoint. So what did you understand? Like, can anyone explain me, or all of you can explain me what the point is saying?
Here, like this claim says that most traits that perform functions per animal in the animal kingdom, they're hard to understand because if sleep is so popular, scientists are not able to like determine each function performed per trait of an animal in the entire animal kingdom, where they need something that can understand from a straight point of view that can be applied to all. So D would be most unlikely because that means they'd have to examine each and every animal.
So they are talking about most traits, right?
Yeah,
But in paragraph, if we go, they are talking about only prolonged sleep. They didn't
yeah,
talk about the other traits, right?
yeah.
So how many of you think that this could be the answer?
Mm,
Sorry, did you say yes?
no, no, no.
Okay. Let's move towards C. Many traits that provide significant benefits for an animal also likely pose risk to that animal. Uh, like, what does it mean? I want someone else also to come over here. Again, they are saying that many traits, right? Which is again, it is not mentioned in a paragraph. In paragraph, they have talked about deep sleep, prolonged sleep, right? Most and many. So we can eliminate, and whatever you have explained, that is also correct. What about B option? Prolonged deep sleep is likely advantageous in ways that yet to be discovered. Is anyone else who thinks that could be the answer?
No, not me.
Okay, who says no?
Ma'am, me, Pavan.
Okay, Pawan says no. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Mami,
I'm saying no.
Mami and Kamlakas, no.
Kamlakar also no. Anyone else?
Uh,
Also no.
yeah.
Next.
No.
What about A? It is more important to understand how widespread prolonged deep sleep is than to understand its function. How many of you think it's completely completes the text logically?
Yeah, I think it does.
Yes, ma'am. Me, Pavan.
Yes.
Okay, Pawan, Kamlakar, Sara.
Yeah.
And what about the fourth one? Hello?
I'll go with A also.
Sorry?
A.
A. You also think A. So let me like first let me understand why you all think that it is A.
Personally, I would pick A because a lot of the keywords mentioned in that same claim are also in the paragraph, and scientists mainly want to understand why prolonged deep sleep is so spread out in the animal kingdom rather than to understand the function of an animal.
Okay. So if I go towards A, so this this A is talking about that the passage is suggesting that the extent of deep or prolonged sleep among animal whatever kingdom species is well understood by scientists, right? And the
Yeah,
real question of scientists is why so many animal species engage in deep and prolonged sleep.
yeah,
But if we go towards a B option, here they're saying that scientists they recognize the sleep, which is widespread among animal species and has several benefits. But some scientists believe that the deep sleep is so risky from the perspective of animal species survival and well being that there
yeah.
must be some undiscovered advantages to sleep to make it worthwhile from an evolutionary standpoint of view. Means from a point of view of evolutionary, they didn't discover many advantages which can be discovered because they are like they know that there are some advantages. Okay, so that's why the A option is incorrect because whatever has been mentioned is already mentioned over here. We don't have to match the keyword. We have to give the next statement over here. What will come next? Okay. So matching a keyword is a very wrong technique to do any question. Why? Because when we are trying to match the keyword, we would not be getting the answer. We always have to understand and then give the answer. Okay. Now this is very um, like it's based on vocabulary. So I want you all to just read like in recommending piece collection song I sing, a librarian noted that pieces by the spoken word poet don't lose their dash nature. Now, while rhyming or while recommending this, poet should not lose their dash nature when printed. The language is the same pleasant musical quality on the page as it does when performed by. So the what the librarian wants that the poet, whatever poem is going to get published, should has a print which has a language as it is performed by fee. Okay, means the performance, and because sometimes when we note it down in the paper, the quality of the poem or anything gets deteriorated, right? So, which logical word will complete the text? Start with personal.
No, I don't think it's personal.
You are saying that it's wrong.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't think it can be personal.
Sorry, can you go again?
I don't think it's personal.
Okay, Sarah also do not think. Okay, next.
I'm Pavan as well.
Okay, anyone else?
Ma'am, even Kamlakar.
You also think that it's not a answer?
Yeah, I think D is not the correct answer.
Okay, I'm eliminating D. Now, next, melodic.
Yes, ma'am,
yeah,
I think
that's
that's
the
the correct
correct
answer.
answer.
So all of you are going with melodic.
Yeah,
Yes, well,
Okay. The next, scholarly. That
no, I don't think that's the answer.
okay. Anyone else?
No, ma'am, I don't think so.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't think that's the answer. Just for one.
Jaring.
No, I don't think that's the answer.
Okay. So the answer is correct. That is C. Okay. The following text is from Great Gatsby. Have anyone of you have read this story, Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
Gatsby was balancing himself on the dashboard of his car with that resourcefulness of movement that is so peculiarly American that comes, I suppose, with the absence of lifting work in youth, and even more with the formless grace of our nervous, sporadic games. This quality was continually breaking through his. Is there anyone who said something? Okay. Manner in the shape of restlessness. Okay. So now they are talking about the J. Jay was balancing himself on the dash. You all know the meaning of dashboard of car, right? In
Yeah.
a car. Okay. So the question is asking, what does the word quality most nearly mean? So here they have mentioned this quality. So whenever we have a word and we need to go to a sentence, we should read a sentence which is preceding sentence and the sentence which is after that word. Okay. So formless grace of our nerves. So try to accomplishment. Accomplishment. What is the meaning of accomplishment?
Achievement?
Sorry.
Accomplishment like
Achieve.
achieving something.
Yeah. So do you think this could be the answer?
No.
No.
Okay. Next, prestige.
No.
Prestige and accomplishment is somewhat similar. Okay. Standard.
No.
Who is saying this? No.
It's sorrow.
Okay. And what about others?
No, ma'am.
And characteristic.
No,
I think that's the correct answer.
A option.
A cat.
All are going with A.
Yeah.
That means trade, right? And that trade was continually breaking. Now this is the next one. Again, the word which we have to use to complete the phrase. So the work of physicist, biophysics, Cruz is known for Dash, a traditional boundary between academic disciplines. The university lab that runs includes engineer, biologist, chemist, physics, and the research the lab produces make use of insight and technique from all those fields. This is like is known for Dash, traditional business between academic discipline. What do you think about A?
I think A
Steady.
is the option.
Sorry,
Oh, so I thought you were talking about A.
no, D. Sorry,
Oh no. No.
transcending means which is goes rise above and going beyond limits.
Mhm.
Like whatever our limits is there, we go our limit beyond our limits. That is transcending. So, is there anyone who thinks could be the answer? Known for dash traditional boundaries between academic discipline, and the research lab produces insights and technique from all those fields. Anyone wants to go with D?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then C.
No.
Okay. Then B.
No.
Then A.
Yeah.
yes,
A is reinforcing. Everyone is going with A.
Yes.
I would suggest you all to go with A and B again and then decide. And see here. Cruz is known for traditional boundaries between academic disciplines. So, reinforcing the work of molecular biophysicist Cruz is known for reinforcing traditional boundaries between academic discipline.
I would
It could be transcending as well.
Who is this?
Pavan.
Okay. What is the confirm?
I'm going with D, transcending.
Okay. About others,
um
reinforcing traditional business. Okay. What does it mean when I'm saying reinforcing traditional business between academic disciplines? Boundaries, I mean, traditional
reinforcing is
boundaries.
like strengthen and like support. And I would I would still argue that A would be fitting because if this biophysicist is known for strengthening or supporting traditional boundaries, so these boundaries already were there before. So he's just known for strengthening them or improving.
So now I'm going to tell the answer is D. Why? Because
Yeah,
transcending means rising above or going beyond limits, right?
yeah.
And that shows that signals that the this cruise broke down the traditional academic or disciplinary boundaries by working with expert and ideas and method from numerous fields. So he broke down. He's not making it stronger.
Oh,
Got it?
yeah.
Okay. Now let's move towards this. Some studies have suggested that posture can influence cognition, but we should not overstate this phenomena. A case at subject stand or sit while making risky, simulated economic decisions. Standing is more unstable and demanding than sitting. Accordingly, Brian hypothesizes that standing should display more risk aversion during the decision making task than sitting there, since they would want to avoid further feeling of discomfort and complicated risk evaluation, actually for no difference in group performance. So what they are saying is basically they were looking over the posture. Posture means how do we sit and like how do we our body like accompany with the environment, okay? Sitting, standing and all. So how it is influencing our cognition, understanding power and all. So now this this particular study they did and they have found it out that subject stand or sit while making risky simulated economic decision. So standing is they are saying that physically unstable and cognitively demanding than sitting. So they have hypothesis that standing would display like they would be this in the standing someone is taking decision that would be having higher risk than sitting. So and they want to avoid some because they want to avoid further feelings of discomfort and complicated risk evaluation. But again they didn't find any difference in the group performance, like when they performed in a group they didn't find any difference. Okay, so which choice best states the main purpose? Now again the main purpose they are asking, it discusses the study of Ahmad to illustrate why caution is needed while making claim about the effect of caution. How many of you wants to go with this? Hello, are you all there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to go. I would not go swim.
Sorry, what did you say?
I would not go at this one.
Okay, why?
Um, because they're not basically saying why caution is needed when making claims. They're just stating the claims because they're saying that. Because if you scroll up, I think on one of the lines in the passage, they say that um, people have feelings of discomfort and like patients that are standing up have feelings of discomfort and I don't know some other symptom. They're just claiming the symptom. They're not really saying why caution is needed.
Okay. What about others? Is there anyone who wants to go with this?
Oh no, I said I'm not going with this one.
Yeah, I'm asking others. Like anyone else wants to go with this, or anyone else who don't want to go with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is this?
Ma'am, Pawan.
You are also eliminating or choosing?
Ma'am, I'm eliminating.
Okay. What about other two?
Ma'am, even Kamlaka, I'm eliminating it.
Okay. What about other one? Please come fast.
Um, um,
You want to eliminate?
yes.
What about say? It explains a significant problem in emerging understanding of posture effects on cognition and how Ahmad tried to solve that problem. So, do you think that it is telling the significant problem
Yeah,
and they try to solve the problem? Is that correct? They try to solve that problem?
yeah, they tried by completing an experiment.
Okay. But I didn't find anywhere that they try to solve the problem. They were just trying to researching out, and at last they have seen that no difference in the group. Where
Oh,
did
okay, so
where did they solve the problem? So they
they
didn't solve.
didn't solve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, I don't think she is correct.
Okay. Is there anyone who wants to go with C? Okay. B. It argues that research finding about the effects of posture and cognition are often misunderstood, as in the case of Ahmed's study. Who wants to go with this? That they have been misunderstood like that about the effect of posture on cognition. How many of you wants to go with this? Hello,
I
hello.
I would like to.
I would go with this one.
Who said this?
Sorrow.
Ma'am, me
Sarah,
as well. Pawan.
Pawan. Okay. What about other two?
Yes, ma'am, I think this is the most appropriate answer.
Okay. And what about the last?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so you all are going with B, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about A? It presents a study by Emma to critique the method and result reported in previous study of the effect. Anyone wants to go with this? That they are criticizing how those earlier studies has been conducted and challenge the accuracy of the result.
Mm, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is not because they didn't get any result. Like they actually find no
Yeah.
difference, right? But they didn't say anyone criticizing the earlier study. They didn't talk about the criticizing, right?
Yeah, they didn't.
And they didn't challenge the accuracy as well
Hmm.
because they were also not accurate.
Yeah.
So we can eliminate. Now,
Mhm.
the option B is incorrect. Why? Although the passage is talking about the result, like posture and cognition has a link between them, right?
Yeah.
And that is overstated. There is no evidence that they have been misunderstood. Like here, it is saying that often misunderstood, but there is no evidence of that.
Okay.
Okay. So, what
Mhm.
do you think that if this option is also wrong, what could be the right answer? If A is wrong, B is wrong because the effect of posture are often misunderstood.
Ma'am, could it be D option?
Yeah.
D, did you say?
D.
D, D.
Yeah, the option is D. See, few words are there which was extreme over here. Like here they try to solve the problem. Here the word results, keyword. Here misunderstood. These are the keywords. We have to be very careful while understanding the paragraph. They were talking about risk that has been, like what are the risks while taking decision in standing or sitting, which position or which posture is good to take a decision and all, right. But they didn't talk about any, like they are not understanding or they misunderstood. They didn't say anywhere, oh, I thought that sitting is not better than standing, like that, right. We have to be very careful while approaching the questions. So in this question, they're asking which choice best states the function of the underlying sentence in a text as a whole. The following text is from this Herman short story, The Lightning Rod Man. The stranger still stood in the exact middle of the cottage where he had first planted himself. His singularity impelled a close scrutiny, a lean, gloomy figure, hair dark in length. So this all function of underlying. So when they are talking his singularity impelled a closer scrutiny, what does it mean? What they are trying to say? Are they trying to introduce or are they trying to give the uniqueness?
Scrutiny would normally mean like an examination.
Yeah,
So because of him being single, like a single being, it, I don't know, got people to have a closer examination of him.
like yeah, careful examination.
Yeah.
Like physical appearance, they are saying. Then again, they are saying the lean, gloomy figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they are particularly examining the physical appearance
Yeah.
and about talking about the physical feature. He's dark and lank, sticked over his brow, pitfuls of eyes, ring, right?
Yeah.
Basically, they're talking about the characteristic of a particular person. How does he look like? So let's start with a D. It introduces setting of that is describing the sentence that follow. Is it introducing the setting?
No.
Who says no?
Sorry.
Anyone? Is there anyone who wants to go with like they are trying to introduce a setting?
No, ma'am, because they're only describing a person.
Okay. Who is this?
Ma'am, Kamlaka.
Okay. What about other two? Do you both want to go with this? Please give a reply. What about C? It elaborates on the previous sentence description of the character. Is it elaborating previous sentence? The stranger stood in the middle of the cottage where he planted himself. Is it describing, elaborating the previous sentence?
Yeah, you could say that.
I think it's continuing from a
Yeah.
previous sentence.
It's continuing, you are saying, right?
Like the,
Elaborating means
Yes, ma'am. It's not.
elaboration means
It's,
when I'm talking about tree, I will give more explanation about tree. That is
yeah.
elaboration.
Yeah. So it's like adding on more.
So here they are saying that he stood in the middle of the cottage where he had planted himself. So they are talking that he has like in this middle of the cottage he stood over there. Now, are they elaborating this? That he stood in this way and like that.
No.
no, ma'am.
So that's why it's not a elaboration. Elaboration means particular point we are giving more explanation. Okay. So this is also get eliminated. Next, contrast with the description in the previous line, are they giving any description about the like physical appearance?
No,
No.
ma'am.
So there is no contrast, right?
Yeah.
It sets up the character description presented in the sentence that follow. Do you think it's setting
Yeah.
the who is good
Yes,
with
ma'am.
this?
Yeah.
Ma'am Kamlakar.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What about other two? Are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm good.
What do you? Which one you want to follow? A, B,
Hey.
C, D. Okay. Pawan,
Mummy.
are you there? Okay. I think that this much I have covered. I hope that is it clear. Like the paragraph, were they clear?
Yeah.
Any
Yes,
question?
ma'am.
Do you and like any of you have any question?
No.
Okay. So thank you.